So I did something. I I spent some dollars. I spent some dollars, and it was one of those kind of spends that you tell your wife about before you do it. Not just because you got to tell your partner everything, because that's really good, but because I was dropping some coin. I don't regret it, and I think you're going to see why in this part one of 3 video of I Bought a Collection. So, transition. Holy goodness, we start there. How does this collection get better? Well, it gets better because this is a master base set. I bought 3. Well, I bought a massive collection, but it has 3 master sets in it. So tune into parts 2 and 3 to find out what the other master sets are. But let me just start rolling through these because these are looking so good. And what am I going to do with these? I'm going to grade all of them. Master graded slab stream coming at you. Let's start looking because my goodness, and they're already sleeved up, but I'm going to sleeve them up in other sleeves and then semi-rigid them. Absolutely incredible, phenomenal condition. Like I was amazed with the condition of these cards. Obviously, centering's not like perfect on them, but like holy goodness, like it doesn't matter when you start looking at them. Definitely a little bit of whitening on them, but man, just the sheer nostalgia. Ooh, let me not skip the next one. The sheer nostalgia of them when you start looking at them. I mean, it's an amazing look. Comps on this baby, look them up. He's not getting a 10, I'll tell you that. But even for a 9, 1K, 5, I'm sorry, not a 5, an 8, 5 hundo. So there's some dollars to be made here, I think. I hope, because I took a gamble on this. Again, I bought this and I bought a couple other master collections when I did this. You may see this little dot right there on all the cards. That's just from the sleeves. The person that had this collection before me used nice sleeves, but not always the best, just because they have that little dot on them. So as far as filming goes, it may look a little strange, but so it goes. You get to live this nostalgia for me. These are some really cool things just because I love seeing this set. This is what I collected when I was a kid, so I'm 34. And maybe when you see this video, I'm 35. I don't know how old I'll be, but at the time of filming, it was 34. But yeah, this was my childhood, man. I mean, I'm telling you, like sliding on the playground, these in my back pocket with a rubber band around. I'm not proud to admit that because that is a terrible financial move for young Lil West. That was me, not son Lil West, but Lil West the first, not Lil West the second. But man, oh man, like when you start thinking about the concept of like all these cards, now we're getting to some less shiny boys. But yeah, you start looking at the concept of it, like this was childhood for me. This is crazy to see floor shits and some other things in there too. You know, it's just incredible, especially when you just start thinking about the incredible things that are just like slid into these videos sometimes. Like you just don't even know some of the things that I throw out there because you got to pay attention to it. But yeah, the condition of this, like just incredible condition. Even got the Charmeleon just looking good, man. I mean, the centering's pretty good on these. I going into this, and I'll do a follow-up video where all these are graded. I'll be surprised if any of these get 10s, but I'm not going to be upset if any gets a 10. I don't expect any 10s. But, why not? A little Ivysaur action. Not a perfect centering, but, it's a fun one to add to the PC. Yeah, you just start looking at it again. It's nostalgia purposes for me is why I bought this. And I think the cool concept around now, too, is this year the original 151 does get released. So you start seeing that as a collection item that people may be looking for. And it's looking pretty good. I'm excited for the English release of it later on this year. I know the Japanese release is happening sooner than later. But yeah, it's good. So yes, we buy collections. If you are selling your collection, I'll always tell you, try and sell it locally first. Try and sell it to a collector first. And although I am a collector, if I already own the card, I'm probably not going to pay you the most for it. I'll pay you more than your local card store does, potentially, depending on what your local card store pays. Onion Turtle. But yeah, there's lots of collections I'll buy. Slide into the DMs, comment below, and I'll try and give you a range and say, hey, this is what I pay. I know this is what my local shop pays. This is what you could sell it for yourself. And realistically, at the very end of the day, you can always sell your collection for more than yourself It's just how much effort do you want to put into it? How much time do you want to involve into it as I'm dropping cards? But yeah, there is time savings by selling it to one single person. But yeah, it really just depends on your time, your effort, your value of the collection. The mintiness of it always comes into play. And again, the major factor I look at is, do I already own this card? Am I buying this to sell it? Am I buying this to put it in my binder? It always one of those things. Always got to slow down on Pikachu too, because we love Pika Pikas. But yeah, there's lots of reasons on why we do what we do with the Midwest name. And at the end of the day, not upset with this collection. It was a pretty good price. But then you start factoring in cost of grading, and then my time, my effort. There is going to be additional fees to it. But I do think that this will grade overall pretty well as far as a set is concerned. So we'll just see what happens. Again, some of them not the best centered, but so it goes. It's a 26, 27-year-old set at this point, so it's not going to be the spiciest of spice when it comes to graded. But as long as a couple of them ooh, that's not going to grade well anymore because I just dropped it. Just kidding. It was a minimal drop. Yeah, as long as some of them grade pretty decently, then I'm going to be okay. I think that's the cool thing to consider with it. Yeah, we'll do a follow-up video once these are graded. Maybe I'll start dropping some comps. I need to start going back through some of these videos and doing a little ping. Here's the price for the card. That'll be something sooner than later because I've been looking at doing it. I've been looking at the value of it. I think it'd be a cool little added value for us because why not? Why not throw some of those in? Because it looks cool, man. Good on the other card rippers for doing those pings. And we're almost to the end of this collection, but I'm going to tell you guys this is not the end of this series. This is only video 1 of 3. 1 of 3? Yes. That means that there's going to be, I'm just going to pick these up because that'll be easier. That means there's going to be another 2 videos, another 2 master sets to go through, but will be as cool as the base set. Who knows? The last fire. These aren't characters, so don't you Midwest me. Why Midwest? Why are you going so quick through them? Well, it's because they aren't going to be the fanciest of fancies, but it is still nostalgia purposes. So don't you dare sleep on the rest of these video guys. You do not want to miss out on what I have planned for what I have to show you because we got some more content. We got the 2 other master sets. What 2 master sets do you think they are? Comment below. If you already know, shut your mouth. That was my index finger for the record, not a middle finger. But maybe we'll do Midwest After Dark soon where I become Midworst. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.